Today we've got another max youth rating once again here on the channel. It's the three-way battle between Andorra, Gibraltar and San Marino. Now I know what you're thinking. Andorra and San Marino are not in the base game. No, they're not. This is a custom database that has been made / acquired by one of my subscribers. So shout out to Kyle, who's made this for me. So here we go. Let's get into it. And it's fully in depth as well, ladles and Jenny spoons. So as you can see here, we'll go to the San Marino League. The San Marino League is there. They've got all the teams, I assume, I guess. And then max youth rating. Fair play to Kyle. I mean, they've got some shambolic players over here. I mean, this would be a hell of a save game, wouldn't it? Taking one of these to Champions League glory. How'd you even qualify for the Champions League? Coefficients. Build a nation with San Marino. Second yellow card. There's your FM25 save, mate. And they've even got the Andorran second division. But as you can see, this Andorran League. Did he put notes on or did I put notes on? Anyway, the thing is one of the things I always say is I try and avoid custom databases that are made by other people because they can be a little bit janky and it can make the experiment sort of go to shit, basically. That's not to say I'm not so overwhelmingly grateful to Kyle for making this and taking his time. So yeah, shout out to Kyle. Everyone go and show him some love. And if it goes badly, let's all go and give him some shit. Here's his address. I'm obviously joking. If it goes badly, it'll be a laugh, won't it? I mean, at the end of the day, we're here for the bants, aren't we? We're here for the disaster. One of the most favoured clips for most people on the channel was my meltdown at the stadium. Lest we forget the birth of Shrimp Watch, that video as well. It's all going on. Right. Andorra, Gibraltar are in the base game. We did do Gibraltar videos way back when with max youth rating, with max money, right at the start of FM24, which he did all right. I think people do quite like Gibraltar, but I think the logic from Kyle when I was DMing him was he wanted us to do a three-way. He wanted us to do a little three versus challenge with the three lowest ranked European nations. I think I forget, but yeah, Gibraltar are 202nd, San Marino are 210th, and I would have thought Andorra would be Malta are there 171. Where are Andorra? Moldova? We're getting a bit too. They're 154. Why not done Malta? Malta's in Europe, right? Show my geography skills there. Dropped it at GCSE. Did not do geography. It was back when TomToms were coming about. I did not need to learn to read a map or learn the different rock types and all that jazz, which has left me quite thick when it comes to locations of places. I think Malta's in Europe. You can check this. So if you Google Malta, it literally says underneath it, country in Europe. Southern Europe, south of Italy, north of Libya. Right, that's an aside. God, this has already gone off-piste. So, three nations versus Editor J. Scoreboard up above. No need to do a scoreboard yet. We're not even gone 50 years into the future. But of course, there is a scoring system. That's what I'm trying to get to. The scoring system will be in full effect. So we have, as ever, 1 point for a Europa Conference League victory. We have 2 points for a Europa League victory. 4 points for a UEFA Champions League victory. 3 points for the international side of things and the Euros, and 5 magical points for the World Cup. So there you go. There's your scoring system. It goes from 1 to 5, but that's not it. Of course, we do have a little caveat within that. If a team beats its own nation's team in a final, so if two Andorran teams get to the final of the Europa Conference League or the Champions League or whatever, 2 Andorran teams get to the Champions League final and one beats the other, they get a bonus point. Also, hypothetically, if Gibraltar are in the World Cup final against Andorra and win, then Gibraltar will get a bonus point. So you get a bonus point for beating your own nation in the final, so having 2 representatives in the final, or beating another nation in the final. With these 3 nations, they are so low ranked with the youth rating. I genuinely think that we could get such a low scoring turnout that bonus points might come into effect. So we will see. So anyway, a hell of a long intro, but hopefully you're still with me. We're going to go forward 50 years now into the future. As ever, we go 50 years into the future to begin with, to 2073, to see, well, who strikes first. It's an over 200 year simulation as well. I forgot to mention, over 200 year simulation. So if you like this kind of thing, there's loads of all of these on the channel, as well as loads of other experience. So why don't you subscribe? By the time this comes out, God, we better be over 10,000 subscribers. I am literally, as the time of recording, I am less subscribers away from 10,000 than I am years old. I am 32 subscribers away, and I'm 34 years old. Nearly 30. I'm 35 in 2 weeks. Bloody hell. I know, I don't look it. Let's go to 2073 then. That was awkward, wasn't it? 2073 then. So the current best player in the world. Wow. Inside 50 years, we've got Marco Rasci of San Marino playing for Man United. He was at Trey Penney, where he left for £115,000. This doesn't bode well for the San Marinese league. This doesn't bode well for that league. Like, what is the plural, or the like England, you would refer to is the English league. What is San Marino? Italy is Italian. I know that. I don't know San Marino. San Marinan. We're going with San Marinan. Let me know in the comments how thick I am. Algorithm feeding. If I was doing it on purpose, it'd be genius. I'm just stupid. £107 million. Napoli had a few. I mean, they nurtured him. They bloody nurtured him, and then he came through and started doing absolute bits for them. He's gone to the Premier Division, where he's not done anything, not won it. Right, so Marco Rasci. Christian Piero for Spain is the second best player, and we've also got Bryce Kalala for Belgium, and then another Belgian who's contracted to Chelsea. We've got Emilian Baton. We've got two for Real Madrid as well. Nicolan de Vichy, a German. I don't know why I said German tit. And we're just going to scroll down, and hang on. Let's put second nationality in. Where is it? Look at this. Michel Guerra is actually been capped by Italy. 72 goals, 114 caps. He's got a second nationality of San Marino. He started off in San Marino. He went from Trey Penney to Ordino. He went to Andorra for 5.5 million. Then he went to Lazio for 20.5 million. Then Liverpool for 53 and Real Madrid for 111. He's done the business. He's gone round the houses. Look at that Lazio. I mean, Andorra barely played him. Lazio bought him in and bang. Not sure why Ordino didn't play him. There you go. But the second nationality, this is where we do potentially have an issue. The second nationalities of players, they may look at this. Another one, San Marinan goes and plays for Italy. Now he may be Italian. He may be Italian who's got eligibility for San Marino, but I think it's the other way around. I think he's San Marinan with Italian eligibility. Nations eligible for Italy declared eligibility. I mean, is there any way of knowing this? I mean, I'm asking you the question. There's no way of me understanding and working this out during this experiment, so we'll go with it. But we've got a second San Marinan player who's actually opted for San Marino rather than Italy. So he could have done it. And there, another one, San Marinan, who could have been Italian. We've not seen a Gibraltar or an Andorran yet. We're going to keep going till we do. We could keep going for a while. There we go. Gibraltar, Alex Welch. Sorry, as well, again, at the start, I should have done this, shouldn't I? Edit nation details, generated players, 200 out of 200 for all three nations. So that's where you get the max youth rating as well. Gibraltar, 24th in the world as well. We'll come back in on this. Where's the first Andorran player? Another Gibraltar here, James Locke for Ordino in the Andorran league. 166, potential ability 199. He's at 25 years old. He's fairly determined. Why Lincoln Red Imps have not played him enough? That annoys me. That genuinely annoys me. 199 potential ability, fairly determined personality. There's no reason he shouldn't have got there. William Marotti, another San Marino here. Andorra, finally. David Romero. Here we go. He says it underneath here. Look, German, Brazilian. Samarinese. Well, I never would have got that. Samarinese. So there we go. Well, I was impressed there at Gibraltar being 24th in the world. San Marino, a third, and Andorra 38th. So ironically, Andorra, who started off the best, are now the worst. Let's get over to the Conference League then, because otherwise this is going to be a hell of a long video. So we've got notes on the teams, as you can see here, and there you go. FC Santa Coloma stands out in the crowd, and it is FC Andorra. No, it is Andorra with a Gibraltar manager. First blood, 1-0 to Andorra. Yeah, that scoreboard ticked up, editor Jay. I bet he's already done it. Efficient, and nothing else has happened, and we've scrolled all the way up to the top until most recently Athletic Club Descaldes. I've got a craving for enchiladas now. 2-0 to Andorra, and that's it. Only 2 Conference Leagues. So when it comes to Europa Leagues, I'm not expecting much to happen, and as we go through, we're seeing just a who's who of European bigwigs actually winning it. A lot of big teams winning the Europa League here. Liverpool, United, Napoli, Arsenal, Roma, Tottenham and Napoli have also won it. Newcastle, Lazio. And we're just going through the gears here. Not a lot's happened. Look at Newcastle and Tottenham just swapping it back and forth. Newcastle winning it every other season. Obviously not qualifying for the Champions League, but too good for the Europa League. Inter Descaldes, runner-up in 2059-60. And again in 65-66. That's all we've got though. 2 runners-up in the Europa League. So 0-0-0 in the Europa League. And Champions League, I'm not going to dilly-dally here. No one's going to have won this, have they? I mean, look how many Manchester City have won here. 9 in 10 years. They've won 19 Champions Leagues. One was, of course, in real life, so they won 18 in 50 years. No one's won a Champions League. So in terms of the world rankings, we've got Gibraltar in 24th, Andorra in 38th, and San Marino in 3rd. So let's go over to the Euros. And we can't scroll down, so spoilers ahead. Editor J, tick up that scoreboard. It's Andorra and San Marino who both have a victory. So Andorra took the lead 1-0 in 2056, and then San Marino came back in 2064. Gibraltar nowhere to be seen. Erling Haaland and Martin Odegaard's Norway in 2024 winning the tournament. Italy won the last two as well, which San Marino and Italy, of course, have a lot of players that interlink, and we've seen a couple of players for Italy who've got San Marino as their second nationality. So that's really probably going to help Italy to win some tournaments. There you go. You've got nationality there. I'm going to insert 3 players who've got second nationality as San Marinese, and the 2 best players as well. One player down here who's 35, who Massimiliano Gasparoni, who's probably had a bit of a decent career. He's 167 caps. He's been superstar for AC Milan. AC Milan have been winning the league a lot in recent times, so he's been at the heart of their defence and a superstar. He probably did make it all the way up to 171. Almost certain. Iron-willed. Yep. Great ambition, good professionalism, loyalty, pressure, consistency, no injury proneness, low adaptability, fine. He's been in Milan his entire career. And then controversy, low. Yeah, he's just been a superstar. So he's been there for Italy, doing pretty well. And the 2 best players here are San Marino. So could have made all the difference. We're talking now about 1-1 in the scoreboard for Euro, so it's very, very close here. Andorra currently leading the way, the World Cup, and we have nothing here. We have San Marino, who came runner-up in 2066, losing to Uruguay. France won the first 3, beating Spain, Netherlands, and Portugal respectively. Then he lost against Spain in 2038, so in the first 4 finals, Spain won 2 in a row by beating Argentina following their victory against France. Italy then beat Mexico, with Gibraltar coming 3rd. San Marino then came 3rd the following tournament as Belgium and England duked it out, and England came out the victors. France then beat Denmark. Netherlands then beat Spain. Spain then beat Netherlands, so back-to-back finals identical. Then, as mentioned, Uruguay beat San Marino, and then Spain beating Belgium in the most recent season. We have seen Belgium have got 2 of the best players in the world as well at this juncture. So the World Cup's coming in 2074. I won't be surprised if Belgium do win it. Let's just keep that in mind as we journey forward. But time is of the essence. I've been recording and waffling for a hell of a long time. Let's go to 21-23 to be just under halfway through the experiment. I dub this as a 200-year experiment, so we do 50, 100, and 200 years, but we always go over the 200-year barrier, so it's probably about 220, 230 years, I guess, at this point. So very close, though. Very close. As mentioned, bonus points could come into effect. Right, the best player in the world is Miguel Exposito, 198, current and potential ability. Amazing. For Villarreal. Aldair for Chelsea, Brazilian, down at 187, so a big jump down. Then, so where have we got the first player? We've actually got Damien Chipoll, who's at Al Ittihad. He's just gone there for £76 million from Ajax. He's been at Ajax his entire career. He's a left back, 180, 30 years young. And then as we scroll down, Gibraltar again, Chris Davis. Well, Gibraltar haven't actually got themselves on the scoreboard at all up to this point. So this is boding well. They've got 2 players, 30 and 31, who are pretty good. Chris Davis is wanted by Saudi Arabia from Chelsea. Andorra, Ramon Reyes for PSG. Spain as the second nationality, which again, it's nice to see that kind of thing. They've chosen Andorra over Spain. San Marino here, chosen over Italy. Lorenzo Bucci, Real Madrid, 32 years old. He's also very good. And we have got us players in the 170s, so yeah. In terms of the world rankings then, we've got Spain who are top. Going down, we have San Marino 10th, Gibraltar 19th, Andorra 21st. So San Marino are still top of the pile. But Andorra were 9th. Just 10 short years ago, so they have been in the top 10. Gibraltar, they were down 10 years ago. They were down in 38th, so they've actually climbed. San Marino, they've been consistent. They were down in 20th. So Andorra and San Marino have basically swapped positions over the course of the last 10 years. Right, anyway, let's not dilly-dally. Get straight to the Conference League. Of course, it made 2-0 to Andorra with Athletic Escaldes, who's got the win, and they came run up 2 years later to Spurs as well. And here we go, Mons Calpe, Gibraltar on the score sheet. We thought this might happen, as we've seen, although this was actually quite a way ago. and with two of the best players in the world currently, boding well for Gibraltar. So it's now 2-1-0. San Marino yet to get on the score sheet in terms of conference leagues, but they are leading the experiment because of their Euros victories. Very, very tight. Sant Julia, Andorran, runner-up. Mons Calpe, runner-up. Gibraltar. Libertas, San Marino on the score sheet. And La Fiorita, oh my God, it's a big old turnaround. It's now 2-1-2. San Marino, 2 in 3 years. And is anyone going to take the lead? Morata, runner-up. Inter Descaldes, Andorra is 3-1-2. More runners-up here, Lions. And that's it. So it's 3 for Andorra, 1 for Gibraltar, 2 for San Marino. Oh, it's getting tasty. Time for the Europa League. We only had a couple of runners up for Inter Descaldes, didn't we, last time? So as we scroll through, I'm not expecting much. We've got Virtus here, runner-up, San Marino. But it's got even worse. We had 2 runners up last time. One team run up twice. This time, just a team run up once. So if that's the Europa League, the Champions League is going to yield nothing, is it? I'm just scrolling through now. And as you can see, sod all. So there we go. Still 0-0 in Champions Leagues. Time for the Euros then. So it was 1-0-1 last time, wasn't it? And San Marino have won it again in 2092, beating England in the final. So that's 2 now for San Marino. Sorry, earlier I said they were ahead because of their victory of Euros. No, Andorra had a Euros victory as well, didn't they? I've made some really shocking notes down here. I'd put San Marino and I'd have scribbled above it Andorra. So no, San Marino weren't ahead. They weren't ahead. They were behind Andorra. They are ahead now, I think. Yeah, they are. Yeah. Andorra run up to England the following, in 2100. And that's it. That's all we've got. It's very, very close and tight. So look at this. So last time we were here in 2073, so Spain beat Netherlands the following tournament. We thought Belgium might do it. Well, they didn't. It was Spain. And then France beating Gibraltar in the final. First time we're seeing Gibraltar in an international setting, other than finishing 3rd back here. Runner-up. Can they go one better and win it? It doesn't look like it. Italy beating Wales in 2098. Go on, Wales. San Marino runner-up here. Andorra and Gibraltar both 3rd places, respectively, in different tournaments. But there's no wins in the World Cups. So at the halfway point, asterisk, it is currently 3-1-2 Andorra, Gibraltar, San Marino in that order. 3-1-2 in Conference Leagues. A stalemate in Europa Leagues, Champions Leagues and World Cups. And it is 1-0-2 in terms of Euros, which means San Marino at the halfway stage are just in front. It's very, very close. Let's go through to the end then and see how far we've gone and who manages to kick on, if anyone. It's 2058. And of course, due to leap years, it keeps journeying back. So it's actually the 14th of May, 2258 that we're coming back. So that's 235 years into the future. So 35 extra years, free. Not that you paid for the first 200, but still an extra 35 years. Over promise, under deliver. No, other way round. Under promise, over deliver. There you go. Nearly 20 hours of simulation time this has been. So yeah, fair enough. Let's have a quick look at the best players in the world. Current best player in the world is Andorran. It's Vitor Martins, and he's got 43 and 87. Signed from Lincoln Red Imps for £105 million to go to Inter Milan. He was signed by them for £38 million from Pas de la Casa. So this next 200 odd years, I'm really excited about. We've got 2 San Marinese players here. Dario Onorati, 180 odd, as well as Massimiliano Muccioli, another 180 odd, 186, 187. Oh, another one, Federico Lazzari. He's gone to Al Hilal for 107 million. Oh my God. Another Gibraltar. The Gibraltar are on the scoreboard here in the San Marino League. Aaron Burton. And then we've got 2 more San Marinese players, Luca Beretti for Chelsea and Mattia Pasolini. Look at this. Oh, there's so many of them in the San Marino League. Oh, San Marino. I think San Marino are going to win it. Portugal, Andorra's second nationality. And the flip reverse here, João Vicente. San Marino again. Gibraltar. Oh, 2 more for San Marino. And they're all in the San Marino League. And they are just the worst smidge ahead. I think they're going to do it. Let's go to the Conference League. Okay, so going through, we got La Fiorita, San Marino runner-up. Oh God, no one's winning it. K Lungo. San Marino, runner-up. I was expecting more. I was expecting a lot more. Links here for Gibraltar, runner-up. No points. Oh, here we go. 2166, 2167. San Marino are on the scoreboard again. They have made it 3 for themselves. They are level with Andorra. They are both now 2 clear of Gibraltar. K Lungo, San Marino, that makes it 4. Fiorentino, that's San Marino again. Yeah, that's 5. And, oh, Oh my God, there's 2 here. San Marino, 6. Virtus, San Marino, it's 7 and a bonus point. 7 and a bonus point. Oh, Folgore, San Marino, it's 8. Descaldes, Andorra, 4 for them now. But Murata, make it 9 for San Marino. Fiorentino, that's 10 for San Marino. And still got over 20 years left. Runners up galore back here. But that's it. No, so it's 4 for Andorra, 1 for Gibraltar, and 10 for San Marino. The writing's on the wall. 21-23, 21-24. Look at this. Europa point. Runner up. Gibraltar. La Fiorita. San Marino. Runner up. Can we get some Europa Leagues? Not been as many conference leagues as I would have expected. We've had 15 in 235 years. Oh, we've got a Europa League. It's Libertas. It's San Marino. They've broken the deadlock. And Juvenes Dogana, where are they from? The game's crashed. San Marino beating Tre Penne. Another San Marino. So it's another bonus point. That's 2-0. Libertas, 3-0. Oh, are they running away with it? 4, Tre Penne. Just seen them. And Folgore, that's 5. 6, another bonus point. Who have they beaten? Yeah, same nation. Oh, I think San Marino have walked away with it. San Giovanni, 7. La Fiorita, that's 8 yet. 9, 10, 11, 12, and again 13, 14, 15, 15, 0-0. Right, well, there we go then. 15 and 2 bonus points. Well, there's 32 points for them. I don't think Andorra and Gibraltar combined can come back here, unless they win some Champions Leagues. But if they've not won Europa Leagues, they're probably not going to win Champions Leagues. How many Champions Leagues are they going to get? We've got 15 Europa Leagues. I'm probably thinking, probably 5 or 6 Champions Leagues, maybe, for San Marino. And if that's the case, it's all but over. Okay, so taking a while to get going. Nothing in the first 40 odd years. Penarossa, San Marino, bang. First Champions League, Penarossa, well done. And Tre Penne, that's made it 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. Virtus, 7. Oh, hang on. Penarossa beat Virtus in the final. Bonus point. 2 more in a row for Penarossa. Jesus Christ. What's that? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Bonus point for Virtus beating Libertas. 15, oh my God, how many in a row? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm just counting now. Count to 10,000. Jayhuahua edition, 21, 22, 23. Penarossa beating Libertas. Bonus point at 22, 23, 24, 25. Bonus point at 25. 26, another bonus point. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Wow. With 0 for the other nations. 34. So San Marino have walked this one. Right, well, from club perspective, San Marino have done it. We're now changing the rules just to keep it interesting. Internationally, can the other nations do something internationally? So last here in 21-23, then the following tournament, England beat Italy, then Switzerland beat Italy. San Marino make it 3, beating England in the final, and Italy beating England. San Marino then beat the Netherlands, that's 4. San Marino run up to Portugal, and again run up to France. They then beat Portugal, is that 5? Andorra runner up. Gibraltar beating the Netherlands, they're off the mark on 2200, just 177 years into the experiment. San Marino hit straight back, that's their 6th, I think. Andorra run up again. San Marino, 7, run up. Andorra there, that's their 2nd. San Marino got 8. Gibraltar, 2nd. So that's 2-8 in terms of Euros. So San Marino have just absolutely walked it. Right, they've won. But World Cups, it was 0-0. Can the other nations do something against San Marino? That's all we can cling on to. Let's hope. Let's hope it's not a complete whitewash. However, eagle-eyed viewers, as I'm scrolling, just getting it to the right point, eagle-eyed viewers might look at the top and see holders San Marino. So it doesn't bode bloody well, does it? So let's just go through. So Gibraltar, off the mark, 1-0 to Gibraltar. So 0-1-0 in terms of the scoreboard system. Gibraltar run up there. Not a lot happening, actually, in World Cups. I'm very surprised. San Marino run up, Gibraltar 3rd. Gibraltar again, that's their 2nd, 2-0. Andorra, 1-2-0. Is something happening? Gibraltar have got a 3rd. Oh my God, Gibraltar are on a roll. San Marino have won 2. So hang about. 1 for Andorra, 3 for Gibraltar, and San Marino got to the final for the last 3 tournaments, twice winning, once runner-up. But they've only got 2 World Cups to their name. Wow. Well, there you go then. It's San Marino by an absolute landslide. They've won 30-odd Champions Leagues for a start. Yeah, 8 Euros, 2 World Cups. Well, let's have a look at their current national team, because they have got to 3 World Cup finals in a row. There you go. A lot of Italians here for second nationality. What are the Italians saying? Quite a few Sammarise second nationality. So they're borrowing players from each other. They are borrowing players from each other. This was quite fun. I enjoyed this one. It's a shame it wasn't closer. It was very close up to 100 years, wasn't it? It was very tight and very entertaining, in my opinion. I think San Marino just, by dominating so much, it just took the shine off that last 135 years. But we can never predict that. The simulation happens and it goes. We could do the simulation again and it might be completely different. Shout out to Kyle once again. I've mentioned him before. I'm mentioning him again. Kyle, legend. A big thank you to him for making this database, because I'm lazy. I couldn't be bothered. I genuinely couldn't be bothered. I don't really like using custom databases to tweak and fiddle about with. So to create a league that's not in the game and then do max youth rating can always be a bit janky. 2 of the 3 they weren't in the game, so it's actually held up surprisingly well. And there we go. So at the end of this experiment, there's no point going through to the end of where the Champions League and that's going to be. I was going to say, if it's going to be tight, we might have to simulate forward. Nope. San Marino have won considerably. 15 Europa Leagues to 0. 34 Champions Leagues. I'm surprised at that, because they've got so few Conference Leagues and Europa Leagues, but it is what it is. Well, there you go then. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Thank you very much for everyone who has liked, subscribed, commented, and got involved, and even viewed the videos over the course of the last 2 and a bit years. It means the world. I'm really, really humbled by the fact that by the time this comes out, I'm going out on a limb and saying we should be over 10,000 subscribers. Almost certainly, I'm recording this like a good couple of weeks in advance. There's no way this is going to be coming out for at least 2.5-3 weeks. Saturday morning, I'm recording this. I won't be surprised if this doesn't come out till probably mid-September, and it's like 24th of August. So yeah, thank you so much for everyone who subscribed on the way to 10,000 and continues to subscribe as we go over 10,000. The next goal, of course, is 100,000 and get that plaque, but that's going to be a hell of a long way away. But in the meantime, just please keep watching, keep giving me your suggestions down below, and stay tuned for some big ideas and big things happening in terms of FM25. I'm hoping to do some different variations of some other things as well. I've got some other good ideas, and I've got some other little spins on some other things that other people are creating out there in the YouTube sphere as well. So yeah, do stay tuned, like and subscribe and all that jazz. But as ever, the most important thing at the end of these videos is to remember to take good care of yourselves, gang. And I'll see you soon.